So I'm sure you're all familiar with the best car of all time, built with years and years of absolute blood, sweat, and tears and ingenuity, all pushed up to the max for the sake of one single car. The Pigeon. And I'm sure you're also aware of another car that was made by a pretty popular company called Dodge, called the Dodge Challenger Hellcat. So today, as you probably saw in the title, we're going to be putting those two cars up against each other head to head, and I'm going to be upgrading the Pigeon until it can hopefully beat the Hellcat in a drag race one-on-one. Also, kind of a new thing I'm doing for the channel, this video is going to be part of a kind of a challenge series. More details about that later in the video. But as for this video, the main rule is that I only get $50,000 to upgrade the Pigeon to beat the Hellcat in a race. Can't go above it, probably won't be below it, but $50,000, that's the price that I have to put a car together to hopefully beat the 707 horsepower 4,500 pound beast on the other side of that painted line. And the way of rules, that's basically it. I mean, I'm going to be upgrading the Pigeon. It's going to be a head-to-head drag race between the Pigeon and the Hellcat, and may the best man win. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so as you can see, we're in sunny California on the drag strip, and right in front of me we have our protagonist for today, the Pigeon, and to my left we have the antagonist of the day, the Dodge Challenger Hellcat. I mean, we're just gonna get started with the first race. I mean, pardon a miracle, I think we know how this one's going. So 3, 2, 1. So yeah, I think we got some work to do. So the first and the most important mod that you can do for any car really would be the tires. So I'm gonna start by putting pretty much the only option we have up here, the drag tires. They call it the extra grip on here, which costs, go ahead and see. Alright, so apparently drag radials are $320 each. So I'm gonna do 320 times 4, and we got a grand total of $1,280 sunk into this Pigeon so far. And let's see how that goes. So 3, 2, 1. Alright, still not close. So next mod I can think of probably be a powertrain mod, and that would be pretty much just swap out the engine. I mean, it's a 3-cylinder. It's like less than 1,000 cc's. We have got to swap this engine into something even remotely. Look, it's 550 cc's. That's like a bike engine. We have a lot of options here. We have a lot of rather expensive options up here. I think that to give us a chance kind of early on, I think we're just gonna go all the way and do the V12 engine. Really, I mean, it's pretty expensive, it is, and it's also pretty small because that's fitting the Pigeon. But I think that probably our best chance of success is if we get that engine in early and just start building as many parts on it as possible. And I forgot to mention this, but the V12 engine is allegedly $15,000 according to the internet. So we add up our totals, got 1280 plus 15,000, kind of getting up to that 50,000 mark rather quickly. We're up to 16,280. I mean, that's not bad, but it is kind of concerning because we still do have to deal with the transmission and all of that. We have just the V12 engine and the tires. We're gonna see how that goes. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, alright, it's keeping up for a little bit, and he's off the gap with these. Okay, so other than that, like I mentioned, probably the next best mod to do would be the transmission, even though it really didn't sound like it was bouncing off the rev limiter like that. But still, we have a 5-speed manual in right now. We're gonna swap it to a 2-speed drag. Why not? And the grand total for that is gonna be, dang. Alright, so the grand total for a drag transmission, a 4-speed drag transmission, which is pretty much the closest thing we got, is $20,000. So we're gonna tack on $20,000 to what we already have, and we got $36,280, which is getting up to that $50,000 mark pretty concerningly quickly. So we're gonna see what happens in this run. Alright, and 3, 2, 1. Alright, I mean, it was kind of a little slower from launch, but it kept up with the Hellcat for like at least a little bit. So I think we might be moving in the right direction, but we're gonna need more than that if we want to stand a chance. So let's actually get into the parts of this engine. So to my knowledge, I don't believe that this engine has any type of forced induction right now, so that would be probably wise to add on. We have 3 options up here. I think I'm gonna go with the root supercharger. We're gonna see how much that is. All right, so that's an extra 5,000 tech tone what we already got. So we're getting to that 50,000 mark rather quickly. We're at 41,000 right now as it stands. So probably gonna have to start getting a little bit more efficient with our upgrades. But hey, I mean, right now we're not even in like the same state after that like initial launch. So we got work to do regardless. But regardless, let's start this race back and let's see who wins. So 3, 2, 1. Not gonna cut it. So one thing I've been kind of thinking about is feels like the car got kind of slower after we swapped in that drag transmission. So I think what we should do is swap in a brand new transmission, brand new from the drag one, and I think the best transmission for that would be the 7-speed DC-T right here. Seamless gear shifting, we're gonna need it because so far we haven't even football field that Hellcat after like a couple of seconds. So I'm gonna try this out, but first we're gonna verify the price. Alright, now it's saying 10,000, but to get a DCT into a car like this, I think would probably be a little bit more expensive for all the fabbing and all of that you have to do. So I think I'm just gonna leave it at 20,000, just all things considered, like the work you gotta get done and whatnot. So we're gonna keep the price at $41,280 so far. So with the brand new transmission, 3, 2, 1. See, I feel like it kept up a little bit better there, but after the first couple of seconds, it just goes downhill from there. So I think what we're gonna do now is probably a couple of things. First thing I want to do is increase the size of those tires so I can get more power down. We're gonna go to wheels, and we're gonna increase that diameter. We'll go with these because they sound cool, I guess. You know though, like the length of the tires didn't even really increase all that much. And all they really did is get bigger. So I don't think I'm even gonna waste my money with that. Well, obviously I'm not gonna take them off completely. We're just gonna put the regular ones back on. And second, let's start looking at some of these bolt-on mods. Engine block material. I think that we're not really going fast enough to warrant an iron block. I think we get by with an aluminum one. Plus the fact that it's lighter than iron. So I think we're gonna go with the aluminum block, and I'm gonna cross-verify the price of that. Oh man. Oh man, it's aluminum engine blocks, it turns out are pretty expensive. But that's gonna be an extra 4,000 on top of what we already have. And that's gonna bring our total up to 45,000. So we'll go with that. Actually, no, I think we'll take it off. I don't think we need it. We need to focus on some mods that are gonna increase the power. Something like this ECU right here, getting a good tune on. So we're gonna go with sport. ECU, we're gonna go with E85, which I mean I'm assuming it's not that much more expensive than the gasoline we got in right now. And we're gonna go with this race short intake manifold. And let's go ahead and verify how much everything is. Apparently ECUs are a lot more expensive than I thought they were. Alright, looks like the cheapest one up here is 1,500. So we're gonna kind of go with the average. We're gonna say 2,000 for a sport ECU. Alright, and we're gonna keep going actually. No, we only have around 2,800 left, and I'm gonna add. Then I'm gonna do direct injection just to make it a little bit more efficient. Actually, no, that's a little too expensive for me. I'm on a budget right now, so all this stuff like it was cool. Like I'm scrolling past it, but I can't really select any because I only got $2,800 left. One thing that's free I can do is weight reduction. So I take the passenger seat out. Completely forgot about this. Take the truck bed off. Take the bumpers off. We're definitely not winning the safety Olympics, but right now we're trying to beat a Hellcat, so I don't really think it matters all that much. Alright, and we'll go with that. So right now, as I mentioned, our grand total is $47,280. So if we don't win this one, I think things are gonna look a little shaky. Alright, so 3, 2, 1. Alright, so I mean I guess I'm starting to get the feeling that this might be a little impossible, but you know what, never say never, never give up. So I don't even know where to go from here because I have to mod this car for $2,800 and somehow get it to just completely pick up and just leave the Hellcat in the dust. And honestly right now I'm not really sure how to do that. I don't even know where to go. Try the powertrain. Know all that stuff is expensive. So I mean what's really left? Because we got 2 steps, see how much that is. Alright, I mean it's not really that expensive. It's $350. But again, we only have 2,800 left. But I think in terms of bang for your buck, this might be honestly the best we can do. So tag on 350 to the total, and we're at 47,630. We got a two-step system in place. I guess we can start looking at some high flow exhaust setups, something like that. Then we get a header on there, the long race exhaust header. That one sounds kind of good, but let's see how much it is. $1,075. So I gotta really think, is it worth it to bring my total up by $1,000 and pretty much cut what I got left in half? But then we're gonna go with it. So including the long range exhaust headers, the brand new total is $48,705. So you know what, let's just see how the headers do. Why not? Alright, $48,000 Pigeon. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm not throwing in the towel yet. See what else we can do. I know for sure we can take that spare tire off. Maybe look back at some of the powertrain mods, find the cheapest ones. In terms of ones that like make power, it's a better fuel pump. Maybe, if it's not too expensive. So let's figure out what 2 high power fuel pumps would cost. So kind of the average I'm seeing on here is $600. So tag on $600, we are at a grand total of $49,305. Which means from here on out, we're gonna have to be real efficient about what we do. We got an intake manifold, we got, I mean, what else can we really do? Stage 4 aggressive camshaft sounds nice, but again, how much is it? Not too expensive actually. Looks like again, kind of the average I'm seeing on here is $475. So we tagged on to the total, we have $49,780. So I think we're gonna go with it. And one more mod I was thinking about, it's kind of a kind of not car related, it's kind of a driver mod, I guess you could call it. And it's the driver weight. We're gonna figure out, I guess the only way you could really decrease weight that quickly would be Ozempic. So we're gonna figure out how much Ozempic is. Okay, I mean, if my driver has insurance, which I'm assuming he does, he's a responsible driver, he only pays $25 for Ozempic. So we're gonna tag on 25, and we're at a grand total of $49,805. So this is, I mean, this is pretty much as good as it gets for this Pigeon. I'm gonna start the race, and we will see what happens. All right, 3, 2, 1. Did it get even slower? Okay, alright, listen. I'm sure there's a human being out there somewhere that could turn this Pigeon into like a beast, like a 2,500 horsepower, just absolutely crushing its competition. I'm sure that driver could gap this Hellcat right here. But I'm sorry to tell you guys, that's just not me. Like, I feel like I poured like my blood and soul into this car, and it just does not want to go, right? Like, it's still trash. Like, I can't force this 1950s pickup truck to beat this marvel of American engineering. I can't do it. So with that said, we're gonna mark this challenge as a fail. Alright, much as I hate to say it. And yeah, I guess roll the outro. Alright, so definitely not the outcome I was hoping for. I mean, as you can see, I kind of got bested by the Hellcat and kind of got a little ranty there towards the ending, but it is what it is. We'll consider it a fail. In the upcoming series that I have titled the Challenge Series, if you've been watching this channel or pretty much any BeamNG YouTube, then you've definitely seen like some of the challenges out there, like this one or my last video, but gonna be kind of in the same vein of that. But this time we're gonna keep a tally of all the challenges that I win and all the challenges that I fail. If I get 10 that I pass, the meter's gonna reset, and if I get 10 that I fail, well, we're gonna have to wait to find that out. But I'm looking forward to the series, and we'll see what happens. So if you enjoyed the video, just feel free to leave a like, maybe subscribe, and maybe comment down below if you think that you could have did better than I did, or if you have any suggestions. But other than that, that's all I got. So I'm Jack Swiss, and thanks for watching.